Heyo.
Heyo.
How are you?
Oh, so great.
That's awesome.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Finally.
This is it.
This is it.
2 months in the making. Mm-hmm. If not more.
If not more, yeah.
That we've thought about doing this. And today we're pulling the trigger on it. Nothing like a quarantine, a pandemic to really push you to try.
To try.
To try.
And podcast, what? There's nothing better.
No, absolutely not.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Emily.
I'm Madison.
And we're the Bracket Babes.
We are. Mm-hmm. We're Bracket Babes. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
How did we get into this, Emily?
You know, I was watching Marriage Story on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Starring...
Okay, movie. Starring Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver.
Yes.
And there are scenes in the movie where you're like, wow, Adam Driver could get it. Mm. But then you also are like, no, he most definitely could not.
Sure.
You know, just bounces back
I
and
get
forth.
It.
So I was like, hey, Madison,
mm-hmm.
do you think Adam Driver is hot or not?
Mm.
And
I was like, yes and no.
Uh-huh. Same thoughts.
Same thoughts. For example, if you're familiar with the Star Wars universe, he's been in the most recent movies, and within a split second, he can go from "damn, that's hot,"
damn, yeah,
to "oof, that's ugly."
That's ugly,
or not as hot.
Right.
So,
right.
I was like, what do we decide on this? Like,
yes,
is he ugly?
So we took to the internet.
We did. We're
and
like, okay.
It was literally typed into Google,
mm-hmm.
Adam Driver, hot or not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that popped up
was a bracket.
Yep. A March Madness bracket. Mm-hmm. What year is it from?
It's 2018, I'm pretty
2018, sure. Yeah.
So 2 years old.
2 years old.
You could most definitely find it because we found it multiple times.
Super easy.
I think like March Madness Ugly Hot Bracket.
Ugly Hot Bracket, yes.
Would be what to search for.
Yes. And so if you want to do it along with us, that's
go for it.
Recommended, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you're driving,
sure,
not wanting to really do anything, just listen. Then
just listen.
Just listen. But we will be talking about celebrities, mm-hmm. and you might not know what they look like.
True.
So,
and this is a visual one for sure.
Truly. Yeah.
Maybe not great for our first podcast, but
But this is what started it all off.
Absolutely.
We have to be true to ourselves.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let's dive in.
So, this bracket is actually made up of, I believe it's 24?
Yes, 24 male celebrities.
Yeah, and they range from being athletes to musicians to actors.
Mm-hmm.
To people like Scott Disick, which I don't know what he's particularly famous for. Reality star? Maybe. I don't know. He flips houses now,
Celebrity by association.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's on this list. Anyway,
mm-hmm.
I love that I just look towards the recording device as if that was a person. So it's...
They'll give you a little nod.
That's right.
Nod and a thumbs up.
So I think we discussed the easiest thing to do, because this is a 24-person setup, it's not even.
Correct.
So we're actually going to go in one step past the 24 to when there's 12,
mm-hmm.
our top 12 finalists, mm-hmm. and go down from there. So would you like to read off our top 12 people that will be going head-to-head?
So these ones?
Those ones right there.
Okay. All right. So should we say
everyone?
Everyone?
Yeah, we can say everyone.
Okay, so I'll just put out all the names.
Yeah.
That we started with. All 24 names. Mm-hmm. And then we'll go into...
top 12.
Top 12.
Got it.
Okay. So we have Blake Griffin, Ed Sheeran, Evan Peters, Charlie Heaton, Jack Antonoff, Michael Cera, Woody Harrelson, Chance the Rapper, Adrian Brody, G-Eazy, Post Malone, Timothy Chalamet, and then those were on the one side, mm-hmm. and then the other side, Adam Driver, Bill Skarsgård, mm-hmm. Scott Disick, Kevin Jonas, Benedict Cumberbatch, Ezra Miller, Travis Scott, Steph Curry, Caleb L. Jones, Tom Hiddleston. Oh, a little thing. We switched out Caleb L. Jones for Domhnall Gleeson.
True. And we did this because we had no idea
Who Caleb... I think it was Landry Jones.
Yeah. So no offense to Caleb, but we were like,
If
you don't
you're
know
listening
him.
out there...
I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
We didn't know you, so we put somebody else in.
Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah.
Then we have Tom Hiddleston, Rupert Grint,
Yep.
and Charlie Puth.
So maybe before we dive in, I also want to say we did this once before
Yes.
we really understood what was going on. And we kind of went through and we picked who's the hottest out of these lists.
Yeah.
And we got to, I believe Tom Hiddleston was our number one.
Number one was
as
Tom.
being the
Yeah.
hottest person
Correct,
of the people we just listed. But we were like, hold on. That's not
the point of this.
No.
It's who is hot, but who is also ugly at the same time.
Yes. Very important. That's
Very
an
important.
distinction.
Because, okay, for example, we cut out Ed Sheeran because we were like,
I'm sorry, Ed.
I'm sorry, Ed.
But we don't think you're hot.
Right.
Like,
Beautiful music.
yes.
Talented beyond belief.
I think you're an awesome, kind person, beautiful soul.
Beautiful soul.
But purely
hot?
on your physical features.
Sex appeal?
Zero.
Zero. None.
Sorry. And it goes the other way, too.
Right. If you were just hot, beautiful, like Ezra Miller.
Yes.
He's gorgeous.
So aesthetically pleasing.
So aesthetically pleasing. So we said, nuh-uh.
He's not
You're
ugly.
not ugly, sir.
Yeah. So we
So-
knocked him out. So it was important to find the people that were ugly
And
and
yet
hot
hot.
at the same time.
A
So,
beautiful combo.
yes. Should we dive in?
Chef kiss.
Who's our top 12?
Okay. Top 12.
Woo!
Blake Griffin. He beat out Ed Sheeran. Evan Peters. Jack Antonoff. Chance the Rapper. Idrea Brody. And
Adrian.
Is it really?
It's Adrian Brody.
This happened before.
It's okay, guys. Her ends look like H's, and so
They really do.
Adria's it threw her, but it's okay. Adrian Brody. And what was the last one?
Timothy Chalamet.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then on the other side, Adam Driver, Kevin Jonas, Benedict Cumberbatch,
Yep.
Steph Curry, Domhnall Gleeson, and Charlie Puth.
Yep. So those are our top 12, and the order we read them in is who is facing off at who. So the first two were against each other, the next two, and so on. So, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll just go right into it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So we have... Oh, so smart. Yeah,
Thank
good.
you. Blake Griffin against Evan. Oh, ooh.
Yeah. So this is a funky bracket.
It is a funky
So
bracket.
it's
Never mind. I
actually-
lied to you guys about who was against who.
Oof, first podcast, and you're already lying to our audience.
Okay. That's true, I guess. Sorry, folks, I lied. Because this is a 24-person bracket, it's not laid out nicely like
Correct.
a 16-person bracket would be, where it follows a nice like pyramid scheme kind of going inward. But because it was 24, it's made differently, and first round picks, if they made it, jump to the third round. So forgive me for that.
Yeah.
Actually, our first pairing is Evan Peters, who you may know from American Horror Story, against Jack Antonoff, who is a music producer.
For Taylor Swift.
Fancy. I believe he dated Lena Dunham.
He did?
So that's who that is.
Yes.
And
Who did we think was hotter?
we picked Jack Antonoff
Yeah.
for this one.
I think it was based off of the fact that Evan Peters was,
Attractive.
yeah, too hot.
Yeah, I agree with that statement.
So,
I think we found And just so you all know, this is kind of a recap of our first ever bracket, which obviously we didn't do live. But for future episodes,
We will.
we will be doing it live, well, as we're recording, and kind of duke it out for who we think should win whatever category.
Yes, because this bracket did take us about an hour to figure out.
Absolutely.
There were tears shed,
Blood spilled.
fists thrown,
Flying.
duked it out.
We duked it out.
Yeah.
So
Jack Antonoff won that one.
yeah, and we just thought Evan Peters just wasn't ugly enough.
But Jack is
Jack
also
Antonoff is
an
good-looking.
attractive man.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the thing. But he also could have an ugly side.
Yeah.
But Evan Peters, aside from the dead eyes, sometimes
Will he murder your family?
it's possible.
Yes.
Good features, though.
Would you take Jack Antonoff home to meet your mother? Yes.
Yeah.
So just on that scale,
There you go.
we had to lean more towards Jack.
So next we had Chance the Rapper against Adrian Brody.
Yes. Also known as
Adria. As Emily likes
I don't
to
know
say.
where that even came. Oh my god.
So Chance the Rapper is obviously a musician. Adrian Brody is a actor. If you guys have seen The Pianist, which is, I think, an Oscar-winning movie, he starred in that. Adrian Brody won this one.
Yes.
Adrian Brody is ugly hot.
Correct. Yeah.
He has kind of a big nose. But it works sometimes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And so...
But like he's hot.
Right.
Like
Or not.
right.
So if you guys, if you can, pull up pictures of these people.
Yes.
Like Google image, just
Your friend.
click through.
Yeah.
Because you will see both.
Yes. And because also a lot of these guys, it changes like 180 when they have facial hair.
That's true.
For the better or worse. Glasses, yeah.
Can absolutely change the whole face.
Oh, yeah, because I think Adrian Brody at one point does
Yes.
have glasses and a beard,
Yep.
and you're like, whoo.
Yes.
Yeah,
But if you look at Chance the Rapper, he looks the same, almost.
Right.
In every single
Right.
photo.
Yes.
There is no 180 flip
Correct.
between ugly and hot. So that's why
for that reason,
I'm out.
I'm out.
So Adrian Brody went ahead there.
Yes.
So we'll go to the other side now,
Yep, good.
where we have...
AD.
No, we have...
Now I lied.
You lied.
We're 1 for 1.
We're 1 for 1. Good. Kevin Jonas
Yes, good.
versus Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes. And Kevin Jonas is a fine-looking man. But we said, like, when you look at when he's on his own, fine. But when he's in pictures with his brothers,
It's hard to compare.
it's hard to compare, and that's not his fault.
No. You know what? Kevin Jonas has done amazing for himself.
Yes.
Stunning wife, beautiful children. He gets to go on stage, play the guitar. He doesn't even have to sing if he doesn't want to.
Right. Just add
Like,
some ooze every
That's
once
almost
in a
the
while.
best deal out
Right.
of all of them.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to
So-
strain nothing. And you have a beautiful wife and kids to go home to? Damn.
And he only advanced by beating Scott Disick, who we cut out because we didn't think he was ugly from this competition. So against Benedict Cumberbatch, we decided Benedict Cumberbatch was the more ugly, hot individual.
Right, because he was against Ezra Miller, and he's who we were like, nope,
Ezra's too hot
can't,
to
yeah.
be in this competition.
And I mean, it's Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. Y'all might know Benedict Cumberbatch from Sherlock, Doctor Strange, all sorts of things. And, like, if you've seen him in things, you may think he's hot.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you haven't seen him in things and you just saw pictures of him,
He
you
kind of
probably
looks
think he
like
was
a lizard
ugly.
man.
It's... I know, I've heard people refer to him as looking like a sloth.
Oh,
Lizard is also good. It's something with...
the eyes.
Not a sloth as in the animal, like a sloth as in from Ice Age.
So, the sloth. Not just any old plain sloth. The OG
The
sloth.
OG sloth. Sid from Ice
AKA
Age.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Also, yep. It's something with the
The
eyes.
eyes.
Is that,
Yeah.
But I think Benedict's hot.
Well, and I think that his brain comes into play so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he plays very smart roles. And so you're like, damn, he's smart.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
That's true. I'm attracted to a smart man.
Exactly.
So I think also like actors and musicians have a little bit of a leg up in this competition because we can think of them in action
Yes.
more easily than somebody who, like Jack Antonoff, who's actually made it pretty far so far, but I've never actually seen him in anything. So just pictures. But regardless, Benedict Cumberbatch moved on. He's hot. He's ugly. He's both 180 swishes.
Yes.
Next, we have Steph Curry versus Donald Gleason. Steph Curry's a basketball player
Yes.
for Golden State Warriors. And then Donald Gleason has been in several movies, such as
About Time.
About Time. He's in the Star Wars films as well.
is.
Lots of things.
Lots of things.
So for this pair up, we decided with Donald. We don't think Steph Curry's that ugly.
No.
He just looks the same.
He
kind
looks
of.
like
he doesn't
a
have that
typical
switch.
man.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
Just
that.
the way it is.
Just the way it is.
So Donald went ahead in this case.
Correct, yeah.
So we're actually now on to our third round.
Yes.
We'll start back on the left side where we have Blake Griffin, who is a basketball player, up against Jack Antonoff.
Yes.
And in this case, Jack Antonoff won again.
Yeah, he did.
He's on a winning streak right now.
Yeah.
I think Blake Griffin is another, similar to Steph Curry, kind of looks the same.
Yeah.
In all of the photos I've seen of him.
Yes.
There's not
Doesn't
a scale of ugly and hot.
just there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Jack Antonoff won there. Then we have Adrian Brody against Timothée Chalamet.
Yes.
Now, I know there's a lot of disagreement about Timothée Chalamet out there.
Yeah.
Because some people see a 17-year-old frat boy. But other people see a king.
Gorgeous.
A king.
Gorgeous man.
Which, he was in The King, found on Netflix. He did great. I like him. I think he's cute.
I think that he's hot. Like in Little Women.
Yes.
Did, a superb
Yes.
job.
Call Me By Your Name.
He's a very good actor.
Absolutely.
And I think that talent
That does help.
helps him
I agree.
a lot.
I agree.
But I do
So-
also think
Yeah.
that besides The King,
Yep.
all of his roles are kind of the same.
Interesting.
You know? Mm-hmm. Just a thought.
Just a thought. Yeah. But it's if you look at pictures, it can be very dividing because you will find good pictures and you will find bad pictures.
yes.
However, while there is a flip there, some ugly, some hot, Adrian Brody, his flip is drastic.
Yes.
A drastic ugly to a drastic hot.
Yes.
So
And that's what we were looking for.
that's what we were looking for. And so Adrian Brody won this one. I love you, Timothy. You're gorgeous to me. But Adrian Brody really beat you out
Yeah.
for the drastic change between the way he could look.
Can I also say
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet's jawline
Could cut you.
literally could
Cut you. Or break an arm at least.
break an arm,
Like
yeah.
if he fell on you.
Oh gosh.
I completely
You're
agree.
done for.
I completely agree.
He's a very
Well structured.
well structured
Yep.
man.
Yep. I agree.
Boy, man. He's 24.
Yeah.
Older than us. But looks 17.
But we're very wise in our decisions here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well researched. Well
Oh,
thought out.
Yes. Many hours spent into this, so
Yeah.
we've got credibility.
We are authority on this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, moving to the other side, we have Adam Driver. And remember, some of these people skipped the second round that we just went over. So Adam Driver up against Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
This was a hard one for
This
us. We
took
really went back
forever.
and forth on this.
Yeah.
Because there's a drastic flip
For both.
for both of them.
But I think with this one we went with more on the hot side. Mm-hmm. And
Like, they both have a drastic switch.
Yep.
But when they do switch, who is hotter?
who is hotter of the uglier side.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it was Adam Driver.
And it was Adam Driver. He just really, y'all, I don't know what to tell you. I went and saw the last Star Wars, and, you know, he's got his lightsaber and they're battling. And from one frame, coming down on her. Man, hot.
Smoking.
But, like, then a second later, the camera shifts. Different angle. Different view of him. Ugly. I was really being like,
It's magic.
damn, this guy is hot.
Uh-huh.
To, oof. I
Yeah.
take it back.
I take it back. It really is the kombucha TikTok. Well, no.
No.
Unless
Yeah.
that is Adam Driver.
That's Adam Driver for you. So he beat Benedict Cumberbatch in this case.
He did. Sorry,
and
Benny.
then we have Donal versus Charlie Puth. Charlie Puth beat Rupert Grint. And in this case, I think we found that Charlie Puth was too handsome.
Yeah.
Didn't have that flip like Donal did.
Correct.
So-
Right. And he did look very similar
In all the
throughout
photos we
everything.
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we have our top four. We're here.
Already.
Top four.
Yep.
We have Jack Antonoff,
Yes.
Adrian Brody,
Yep.
Adam Driver,
Woohoo.
and Donal Gleason.
Yeah.
So, kind of an interesting top four.
An
we have here.
interesting
An interesting top four, for sure. So, I guess we'll start on the left.
Yes.
Jack Antonoff versus Adrian Brody.
Yep. And I think here it truly was just Jack Antonoff was more plain than Adrian Brody.
I'd agree with that. Adrian Brody has interesting features, y'all. I wouldn't say you'd find him...
Striking.
Yes, striking. Not, like, conventionally hot.
Correct.
I wouldn't say you'd find that. And Jack Antonoff just looks less interesting.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way.
No.
Just there's not as many interesting things, striking features like Adrian Brody does.
Yes.
And with that, I think you see a more drastic flip between the ugly and hot
Yeah.
with Adrian Brody than with Jack Antonoff. So, for that reason, Adrian Brody
One.
beat Jack Antonoff to be
Sorry,
in the
Jack.
top two. Mm-hmm. So, then we come to the other side with Adam Driver versus Donal Gleason.
Yes. And this one was... I think that this one was my hardest one. Because you know how much I love Donal Gleason.
I know, yes, I do.
And mainly for his role in About Time. Because he's just this cute,
Very cute.
adorable, dorky,
Yep.
funny guy.
Very real, too.
So very
I feel
real.
like you could know him.
Oh, yeah. Date him for sure. Marry him possibly. But, so
We're single, y'all, so...
Yeah. So that was hard for me.
Yeah.
But also I do love Adam Driver as well.
No, I think you were kind of open, because I think you saw in yourself that there was some bias here. There could have been some bias.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you kind of let me, like, talk it out.
Yes.
And what's interesting in the case for these two are actually both in the Star Wars
Yes.
films.
Oh, yeah. Together.
Together. Forever. BFFs. Not really. But Donal just didn't have any, like, when you're looking at the Star Wars films, like...
And I
Adam-
haven't seen Star Wars.
Right, she hasn't. So it's just my thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Adam Driver had this flip. Donal just kind of was always kind of yeesh.
In the Star Wars movie, yeah, I agree.
I showed her
Like,
pictures. I was like,
and I got sad. I was like, this is not the Donal
you're like, I know
love.
the potential that Donal has, and this is not
This
it.
ain't it, folks. So that was heartbreaking for me.
Yeah.
But ultimately, yes,
But I think we both agreed then that, because I've seen About Time as well, and I really love it as well. But comparing the flip, once again, this flip from ugly to hot, the more drastic one is an Adam Driver.
correct.
It just is. Y'all, just go through his photos. Google images. Just keep going through.
Going. It is astonishing.
Really, it really is. So we've come to our top 2.
Top 2.
And I think this was a really good top 2.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think we really stick true to, like, the rules we set for ourselves when we started this.
Yes.
We have Adrian Brody and Adam Driver.
Yes.
They
both hot.
Hot.
Both not.
Both not. They both have crazy flips in how hot or not they are. Like, really drastic changes. So this was a difficult place for us to move on from.
Yeah.
It was really a lot of back and forth going through photos.
We must have gone through
So many
pages on Google just looking.
Yeah.
So if there's a picture out there of both of these men, we've seen them. We know.
We've seen their best and their worst. And for us, it was hard.
It was hard.
I can't get over that.
No.
But
But
at the end of the day, we found
Adam Driver
to be
our ugly hot king.
Yes, sir, Adam Driver. Woo.
Yeah.
And part of it could be just how culturally relevant he is right now. We've both seen him in lots of different things. We've seen both sides of him. I don't know. Have you ever seen a movie with Adrian Brody in it?
No.
I've seen a couple. He's also in, aside from The Pianist, I know he's also in The Village. But it's Adam Driver.
It's Adam Driver.
It just, I think when comparing their hotness next to each other, Adam Driver just kind of had it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Had it a little bit more. Just
Yes.
had that next step up over Adrian Brody. So, like, nothing against Adrian.
No.
But Adam had it this time.
Adam. And I feel like because that's kind of where this all started,
Right. We might have been a little bit.
a little bit biased.
A little bit.
However,
For future ones, this was just to give you guys a taste of how this came into being.
yes.
How did this idea develop? But future references, so you guys know, we'll have a fresh bracket.
Yes.
I mean, we made you some of our own thinking beforehand, separately,
Separately.
before coming together.
Oh, yeah.
And
then we'll battle it
we'll
out.
battle it out. See who's the top. And so we've talked about different ideas. Pastas, breads, songs, musicians, movies.
Disney dads.
Disney dads. I don't know if y'all know about this, but some of the Disney dads are hot.
Smoking, yeah.
So,
Will that be our next one?
could be.
Could be. But you'll have to stay tuned.
Yeah. If you have any recommendations
Yes.
for us,
Yep.
we want to hear them. We want to know. Give it to them.
Give it to us.
Give it to us.
And we'll do it. We will get 16 of whatever you say, and we will talk about it
We'll talk about it.
until there's a winner.
Until there's a winner. So, and just a little disclaimer, we would never call any of these people ugly to their face.
To their face, no.
Let's see. Everyone is beautiful in their own ways.
Correct.
We would never call people
No.
ugly. This is an actual thing that exists.
Yes.
This bracket actually exists out there. So we just want to be
Sensitive to that.
considering how many women have been objectified in
Yes.
our day.
Yes.
I think
This
it's
is
okay
a
for us
little-
to be a little bit
Yeah.
talking about their ugly hotness,
Yes.
but clearly all these people are very successful.
Oh, yeah.
So,
And these are just our opinions.
Right.
You probably will disagree with us. But
I want to know, what was your guys' top pick? When you did this bracket, who was your top ugly
who
hot?
was your Adam Driver?
Who was your Adam Driver? So,
Thank you for listening.
for listening. I think this went well.
I do as well.
Fun times.
Fun. Oh, so fun.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yes.
Hope you guys are too. And
Stay safe out there.
yeah, we need an
Outro.
outro.
Right.
Something fun.
We'll think on
We'll
it.
think on it, guys. But these have been your bracket babes. And we'll duke it out on the next one.
Next time.
Okay. Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye!